you might wear the defense down.
Now after the made field goal, back out Lambeau to kick this one off.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Now they'll run it with Cohen. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the safety screen. Ozzie.
Now Brady. Hits his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 41-yard line.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had to.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Devontae Parker, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Here we go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's 2nd and inches at the 33-yard line.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard.
We got to step it up. Check 9, check 9. What? Hey, check Mike 57, Mike 57. 80 weapons. Out.
Out of the pistol, it's Fournette, and he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Check, crunch.
Now Fournette. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
Here we go. Tighten up. Pull it together. Showing it.
Now on 2nd and 13. Foles. Now a hit, and Foles loses the football. It's out.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the first down in the process.
26 yards. And the Jaguar first down.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. First and 10 at the 45.
Check it back.
This is Fournette. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's second and 9, just a yard on that last run.
36. Girl. Watch the twitch.
Foles. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Khalil Mack, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Well, Foles and the Jags now have to deal with a 3rd and long after that sack.
Let's go, baby. Under. 58, come on. 58, come on. Time to go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. We'll call that a 47-yard punt, a return of just 3. And the Bears take over.
At their own 23-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that'll bring up second down. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Here's a quick throw out to Wilson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15.
That's good for the Bears. First down.
Brady now on first down. Fighting through pressure. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Love his pocket awareness, able to slip out of the sack. But once you take your eyes off the receivers, once your eyes come down and you see the rush, Hard to get back downfield and find an open target. Fortunate, that one just wound up as an incomplete pass.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
No, 66. No, 66.
Throwing again. Brady. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. That's Yannick Ngakoue with a sack. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
He's going to let one go deep for Park. It's caught inside the 25. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Devontae Parker with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Bears have taken the lead. The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 14-10. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Right at him. 58, Mike. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Motion, motion, motion.
Back to throw now on first down. Pass incomplete.
And there's a good opportunity to just want to ride there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
2nd and 10. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. Now it brings up 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
One.
They'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Here's Logan Cook now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Oh, nice move. That's a 49-yard punt, 8 though on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 18-yard
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
On first down, they go right back to Cohen. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Around the NFL, they're in the second quarter at Lambeau. Early lead in that one for the Packers. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, check it. Smooth.
Now Brady. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, it didn't look his way at all in the first half, and I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he can be a big-time playmaker for us.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Shotgun now for Brady. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Yannick Ngakoue able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
That would be exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the third quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, this lead is very, very slim. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Again, it's Fournette. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along.
So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10.
Check three. Quick dash. Come. Hey, alert three. Watch out!
They'll run with Fournette, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the Bears' 42-yard line.
Easy. 58, Mike. Hey, we're pretty quiet, team. We're pretty quiet. I got him. Back's mine.
2nd and 11. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Man up, deep. Hey, 58 is the mic. Go 58. One. Shoot. Under.
They'll set up to throw. There goes a deep ball, end zone, and that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield, but that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Well, let's see. Yeah, the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11.
Let's get off the field. Back's mine.
Back to throw. Looking long for Westbrook. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Bears will get the football back. He'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you focus just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 50-yard line.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Jump routine, spell. Hit it.
They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Wait, that 380. You don't know no better. Double time. Hey, 66. 40. Alert. Like 50. Wait, 28. 387.
From midfield, here's Brady. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
X3, 218, chopper. Let's go.
They'll run. This is Bernard. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. Good spot on the field to go for it, kind of no man's land as they call it, and it worked out.
Yeah, they call it no man's land because your punter's telling you it's too short. I'm just going to punt it into the end zone. Your field goal kicker might give you a little raised eyebrow, might be too far for the field goal, so it gives you a great chance to go for it. Personally, if you have those tendencies to be aggressive as a head coach, you kind of like this spot because it gives you the decision to go ahead and go for it when you want to anyway.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for Chicago.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Up from the secondary to make the tackle, Jalen Ramsey.
Not your conventional play call, but that's okay. You probe the defense a little bit with some of everything in your playbook. That way they have to account for everything as the game moves on.
Wait, set. 53. Check. 53's Mike. Stay with your man. Shadow.
On 2nd and 7, Brady. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Brady. And that's knocked away and incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number. Not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense, they spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jayon Brown in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. And that'll set them back 5.
Here we go, here we go. 180. Come on, come on. Hey, if you kill it, motion me out. 57. Go! Got to do better. Come on, QB, come on. 57's Mike. Mike 57. Hey! High 7. 57. Mike 57. Hey, I'm good.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Khalil Mack in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Come on.
13. 57. Bravo.
They'll drop to throw. He's going to go deep for Conley. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Kyle Fuller. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is.
Down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen, his 5th touchdown now on the year as the Bears push further out in front.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you... Now a hit, and Foles loses the football. It's out. We have played 3 quarters, and that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Switch. Check 3. Big ass. He's coming.
12. General West. What we got? Watch out.
Check 24.
To go.
Fournette. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 7. They'll run it again with Fournette. Room here to run. And all the way down to the 26. And he takes us all the way down to the Bears' 26. Terrific run from one of the fastest backs in the game today. A guy who keeps defensive coordinators up at night, no doubt.
Remember when we were meeting with the D coordinator before the game and all he talked about was run fits, making sure our guys were in the right place so there were no creases?
They missed their fits, didn't they?
Yeah, there was no fit there. The only fit was at the end when he threw his headset down after that big run.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Check. Fresno. Shoot.
Here's a give to Fournette, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one go in the wrong direction.
Yeah. Go, let's go, let's go.
57's Mike. Mike 57.
Come on, baby, come on, let's go.
Check. Rush in.
Down to hit.
Now Foles. Escaping the pressure right. And he fires one, but incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. He'll look to throw. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Hold the look.
Running out of the gun with Dixon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Be ready.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57.
All day, punk.
Hey, goal. Down goal.
Back to throw here. Well, that ball is caught by DJ Chark for the Jags touchdown. DJ Chark, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets 1st downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. They'll get this out in a hurry to Parker. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
All dead. 44's the mic. 44's mic. Check. Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team. 44. Mike. 44.
Hey, Haywood.
44's the mic. 44's the mic. Yo.
First down, a run with Cohen. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. He's got the lane, and there he goes. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year, as the Bears push further out in front. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
They're on 17-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
He's going to air one out, and that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
They'll look to throw here. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Akeem Hicks able to get him for a loss of about 3.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Well, Foles and the Jags now have to deal with a 3rd and long after that sack. Here's Foles. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. Well contained there defensively. The screen gets only a yard, and it's 4th. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Watch the eye.
12. Here we go.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Khalil Mack. And my goodness, that means this next drive will begin 4 yards from the end zone already. Breaking the huddle, 1st and goal as the return team has set him up with golden field position. And they will take a knee here.
Brady on the keeper. It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
Second and goal from the 6 this time.
Mike, what we got? What we got? What we got?
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. 4th quarter, holding on to a lead. Fullback carry, 3 or 4 yards. I guess that's what you're looking for.
And it just brings back memories for me because I remember my coaches in this situation. I remember one time my head coach into his headset telling the offensive coordinator, I want the big boy carrying the ball. And that's what you have in this spot. Him covering up on the ball, taking care of it, and grinding out yardage.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
How crucial will those 5 yards be? We'll see as they come up again here, 3rd and goal. And they take a knee. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This to make it a 3-score game late. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Fielded about a yard deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, Coach, what do you want to call? He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end but feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Bears, the win means they'll finish the first half at a respectable 5-3 record. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, the struggles intensify as they drop to 2-6 now on the year. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take on the Colts. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is Jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more Modesto.